Hello. In this clip from our Justia webinar, PPC Advertising in the Legal Industry, Challenges and Opportunities, we will guide you through the planning process for an efficient PPC advertising budget. If you want to see more Justia videos on law practice and legal marketing, be sure to subscribe to our channel.
The last of the challenges that we're going to talk about has to do with setting an effective campaign budget. I'm sure at one point or another, you have seen this type of recommendation or more of an alert from Google, this big red limited by budget. As much as we don't want to keep paying Google more and more, there is a point where running your ads at too low of a budget can be more harmful to your marketing efforts than not running ads at all. So our goal here is, let's try and find a happy medium. I think the easiest way to illustrate this is through a real life example. So let's take a look at this family law's divorce ads. The average cost per click that I've highlighted here, I know it's a little small, but that's $58 for this specific ad group. So that means that you're paying approximately $58 every time somebody clicks on your ad. Obviously, this is going to vary a little bit depending on the auction, but it gives us a base number to work with. With that in mind, if you have a daily budget of $80, and I'll do the math for you, if you're running your ads 7 days a week, that means your monthly budget comes out to $2,400. That's not giving you a whole lot of click volume to really see any real or meaningful results. So I found this awesome chart off of WordStream, and they're looking at average conversion rates for the legal vertical. What you should expect to see as far as a conversion rate is about 7 to 10%. That's what we see with our clients too. It's going to vary a little bit depending on your practice area, how competitive of a location you're in, but this is a pretty decent guide to get some base numbers from. If your daily budget only is going to allow you a couple of clicks per day, and then only 7 to 10% of those clicks are going to actually contact you. And then of those contacts, we all know, not everybody that calls in is going to turn into a big case. You could do the math here. The odds of success with that, limited volume, limited budget, it's almost non-existent. So you're, basically throwing money out the window because that daily budget isn't allowing you the volume that you need to see actual results. So determining your ideal budget, it is going to take some trial and error, especially when a campaign is new, you're still gathering data, kind of seeing what your market looks like. You're going to need to make adjustments. I can almost guarantee it. And that's how you're going to really find that sweet spot budget-wise where you're going to start seeing some results. So one tool that I have always found really helpful, especially when you don't have that limited by budget marker from Google, is this search lost top impression share metric. I know it's a bit of a mouthful. I don't have to say that out loud very much, but this is something that you can add to your custom columns on the campaign page. And this is going to tell you how often you're losing out on top placement on the results page, specifically due to budget limitations. So that way, even if your campaign isn't being marked as limited by budget, you can see how much potential search volume there is out there for the areas that you're targeting, and then adjust your budget to really take advantage of that volume as much as possible. Rule of thumb, everyone's going to have a different level of comfortability, but we shoot for that percentage to be at or around 20%, ideally lower, but if you're somewhere in that range, you should be in pretty good shape. Anything above that, you probably want to raise your budget to try and capture some more of that top impression share. So just to recap, budgeting is one of those tricky things. There is not a one size fits all solution. In our experience, there aren't very many campaigns where you're targeting specific legal practice areas. So, a campaign targeting injury, criminal defense, estate planning, what have you. Where firms are seeing success with a monthly budget under $2,000. It's really just the nature of the vertical. It's competitive and thus more expensive. So you need to pay to play. Running ads for a competitive area like car accidents versus doing something like dog bites, the price is going to go up. If you're targeting a more saturated market geographically, price goes up. You kind of get the picture there. But bottom line, you want to try not to be tied to any certain budget. We see folks all the time, especially, all the clients that we work with here, people will come into this process with some arbitrary number in mind for their budget, and they want to see results with that no matter what. And honestly, it's just a recipe for disaster. It does seem like common sense, but you definitely want to let the data guide your decisions when it comes to your budget. Just like the example that I showed earlier, if you are running your ads for a little bit and you see your average cost per click is coming out at around $58, having an $80 a day budget is not going to do you any good. So, spending more shouldn't be looked at as just another expense for your firm. It's an investment that yields a much higher ROI when it's allowed to run unrestricted.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy it, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more law practice and legal marketing videos. See you in our next clip.